Okay, how's it going, everyone? I hope everyone is doing well. Currently, I am not just doing something right. I'm just a bit excited with this new arrival of my USB gamepad for my phone. Um, just sharing that currently I'm using a my Poco phone, Poco F3. It's pretty solid for gaming and daily use, so it's my daily driver for around 2 years. So what I'm doing currently is trying to do a bit of a experiment to see on how this thing works. What I'm doing uh, currently I've been using another emulator. Let me get that one. Just uh, doing for some other games as well sometimes. Uh, Currently what I've been using is the Backbone. Backbone one for Android is pretty solid for me, and it feels pretty good. Although a bit of a gripe that I have is the ergonomic was not too good for a long term. For long term use, is pretty bad, I would say. Because as for me, I'm not sure if I have a small or large hand according to the as an Asian, but I do have a I do feel cramp on my lower finger here because it doesn't hold well for a long session. So when I saw Galileo G8, I kind of like intrigued by it because it almost has every feature that I need, plus it being more ergonomic. So if it works better, then it could be my successor. Then I will let this gamepad go. Maybe I'll give it to my friends or my hometown because it's kind of like craving for it. Although it's a bit worn out because I've been using it extensively. And without further ado, let's just open it up. One moment, I'll put myself and I'll make sure to. Okay. So without further ado, let's open it up. Ah, I lost my knife, but this would do, I guess. All right. So without further ado, let's open it up. I kind of craving for this. Perfect. I hope this satisfies me fully and lasts me for a long while. On the backbone side, I kind of don't have a regret buying it. The only regret I have is spending almost around $80, 80 US dollars. For me, it's around 370 ringgit, but in converted to US dollars, it's almost around $80. Whew, and that's expensive. Controller. So we have this gamepad. Ergonomically, it does look like my favorite SN30 Pro 2. My SN30, my SN30 Pro 2, this one, is pretty solid. I really like it. I really like it. And okay, it's also been servicing me for a long while, so it's pretty good. And so we have here the Hall effects. I'm not sure since I also recently replaced my Joy-Con that has been drifted for a while with the Hall sensing effect, and for now it seems to be working really well. But I'm not sure how it works in the long term since I saw some reports in the YouTube that says that it still drifts, but at least I can replace those Joy-Con analogs without being too complicated about it. So you just need to unscrew a bit of things and you can replace it. And if you be careful not to snap the cables, the thin cables. Okay, and then we're back here. Open those plastics, and I'm just gonna move this on the screen, and I'll move this a bit for a while. And we have this one here. So we have the Gamesir, all effect stick, the plug and play, yada yada. Two mappable back buttons. I hope this one is a dedicated buttons, not like a, a button like that just replace things like this one. This also really warns out because SN30 Pro 2 also has this kind of buttons, but they didn't do a bit of a but they didn't do as well as I hope because this is not a dedicated button. This is just like a button that you can set to simulate the other buttons that is on the controller. That's not work as it's on its own. And I hope this button is a dedicated one. So what I'm gonna do for now is so that I can set something specific on that button for my emulators, like maybe a save state or fast forward or things like that. So in here we have things like things cloud gaming compatible, not really because I already had a Parsec and the Moonlight compatible with a 185 115. I kind of hope that I do want to get a dedicated controllers that might be able to do a bit of a cloud game. I do have it one for now, using it with my PS4, and it works really well. So I hope that it can be used for it as well. But although that's more on the software side of things. Okay, that's button is up. Okay, good. Let me just take a picture of it just for my sake. Open this up. Let's see if I can open this up. I ordered this on maybe during the pre-order period. I ordered this on the November 5th, and it just arrived today on 28th November in Malaysia time. It's currently now it's 11:49 a.m. So far it's timing. Now I'm on. All right, so here we go. It's a blank box, but it doesn't matter as long as the content is a quality. So we have here measure what can be measured and make measurable what extends beyond. What a savvy words. And we have the gamepad itself. Ooh, smells like factory, and I love that fact. So we have this one. I think this is like spare parts. I heard that this has a multiple analog stick that you can choose to use on your controllers. We got the Gamesir stickers, got the manuals. Thank you for your purchase. You are not much here. And then what else do we have here? What's this? QCO8. Is it like quality check? Okay. Now it's the real manual. So I heard there's three modes that you can use in here. One is the Android mode, one is a X input mode, and another is a PS Play mode. Although I don't think I need the PS Play mode anymore because I purchased an app recently. It's called a let me see. It's called PS Play. If you can see this, which allows me to use an X input to play using regular controller. I'm not sure why. I saw that in the internet on YouTube that some people can play it normally on the PS Play with the backbone, but for me I can't. So I have to end up using a third-party apps, and to make it work. So you got the device layout, how to use it, the button combinations, interchangeable parts. We look on this later. Now let's take this one out. Let's see how it works. Whew. It really feels similar to this one, although it's a bit short, but it does kind of like works. I'm not sure how it works in the long term, but ergonomically, this is a lot better than Backbone 1. I'm pretty sure. We're just gonna put this down. We got the extra 3 analog stick here. This one looks like to be similar to, yeah, kind of base. Although the Backbone 1 is a bit bigger. It's a little bit bigger. Out. Seems a little bit bigger. The Backbone 1 is a bit bigger. And then we got the semi one. I think this one is a switch one or a regular analog. Let me get my PS4 controller. So this is my PS4 controller. Let me take it out. Yep. Is a bit smaller than Maybe it's more like a Nintendo Switch. Get that one. Let's see if this uh probably in the middle between the Switch and the PS4. I think that's all I can say for now. Uh so I think that should be it for now. And then what I heard is you replace the faceplate, although I'm not sure if there are any other faceplate that you can use. Although I don't think there's a other case or buttons, and they only give me one pair. It's not a pair, it's just one. Let me see, let me double check. So this analog spares is not a pair. I haven't checked on the box, it's not. It's only one. So maybe if you want to use this one as a spare for one of these, and this one if you want to use one of that as a, maybe you want this analog to not disrupt your button here, maybe you can put a smaller one in order to not like dragging around too much. And this one is like a more concave, they call it, is the opposite of this one. You don't like this kind of analogs, maybe you'll like this one more. And then up go to this button. I'm hoping to get a protection for this one. Let's see if the Nintendo Switch one can fit it in. I don't think it fits. So if it doesn't fit, it's like the Nintendo Joy-Con doesn't fit. How about this version of it, the one that I put on the S? So this one kind of fits nicely, although it's a bit weird. Although it works a bit weird, but that means I can use a Nintendo Switch Pro controllers analog thumbtack, something like that. Thumbnail protectors like that. I can use it on here. Work. I can make it work. See, it's doable. It's not hard. You just have to really fit in all sides and then stabilize it. And here we go. Everything works. Really nice. Although I might have to buy a new one to put it on this one, because my analogs has been worn out on this one. So I just have to buy a new one to replace this one. I'll buy a new one to put it on the Gamesir gamepad, because this one really needs a cover to make sure that it doesn't worn up worse. Okay, so that was it. I think I'm gonna order a thumbnail protector for that. Let me just quick order. Switch Pro. Ah, yeah, yeah. Ekapop is just me doing some random stream sometimes. So in this case, I'm just showing off things that I just received just now, just to keep it on my live videos sometimes. Hope you have a nice day. Which So from the button standpoint, it does feel similar to the SN30 Pro or Nintendo Switch Pro's controller, and then the buttons is a bit tacky, if you can hear this, and the D-pad is also like a mechanical, because it's very, you can hear the noise. The button's a bit mushy, while the D-pad is a tactile. I kind of like it if I use it for platforming. Can't wait for the next part to come out. Yeah, but we'll have to wait until the April next year. But for now, I'll just enjoy myself and Eminence in Shadow. The buttons here feels nice. The analogs, I think it's digital as well. Yeah, it's the second part of it on the April. I think it's a summer. It's a summer for the anime. So we got the R4 and L4. And as I said earlier, I hope this one is more like a dedicated one. rather than the shortcut one on the SN30 Pro. You should make a Mushoku vid. I'm not really good on the more researching side and more video side. Even in here, I'm not even showing my face. So I'm not too confident on doing a video on that part. But maybe if I have be motivated myself to make it more, maybe I'll do it in the near future. Probably next year if I can motivate myself to do that. You got the start button, the select button here. This feels really nice compared to this one. On the backbone one, I really don't like the button on the bottom because it feels really annoying to get there, especially when you need to push it often. Thanks, mate. Maybe it's just my setup when I used to hang out with friends on Discord. So it's nice to hear that it's clear on your side as well. The lore stuff. Been a while, so I kind of like having like on my own kind of vacation as well. Because currently I'm just riding out with the Eminence and Shadow, so I kind of like turning off my brain for a while until the next part of Mushoku Tensei comes out. And I also kind of like enjoying the free run as well. That one is also nice. Kind of like emotional ones that I enjoy sometimes. I kind of like thinking on doing it once previously, but sometimes I'm not sure on the cutoff part of it because it's a bit like how to say, it might spoil some people because I'm more oriented towards the light novel. So some people might find the cutoff that I might do is a bit spoilery since it might not be shown on the anime yet. Because sometimes in the anime, it seems like the cutoff part or the arrangement of the episodes is a bit different from the light novels. Because if you realize, when I post some of the episodes previously, it seems like they are rearranging part of it. That's part of you starting late though. Uh, what can I say on that? I have no retort. So just doing a quick test on here. Let me just try plug this one in. Ooh, it feels a lot solid, a lot more solid. Even though this one is more, I think it's a lot heavier. I don't have a weight to here. Ah man. Yeah, I'll do my best to not spoil it as long as the animes has catched up to the point that the light novel has pointed out as well. But I'll do my best to not spoil it on the light novel unless the anime is going over it. And then let me see. Let's just try the open one. Let me see if I can test this one. Technically, I finished the web novel because the last time I read the light novel is still ongoing. I think for the light novel, last I read was until the volume 18 or 19. I might have to catch up with that as well once the anime catches up, probably on the season 3. But for the season 2 content, I think it's still good to go. Because I guess, and most of the people guess that it should be until volume 12 of the light novel. I kind of like, yeah. I also read the web novel as well originally. Yeah, so at the later point, it might be a bit different compared to the light novel because of the extra content or a bit of changes here and there. So we'll have to see that how it changes by the author. Let me just test on the controls. Yeah, since it's free, so everyone can access it if they want to like a fan translation of the site on people who dedicated themselves to translate it. they should be able to easily find it for the web novels. For the light novels, it might be a bit harder because you do have to purchase it. Although there are some like a shady websites that you can download too if you really want to read it. But I mostly try to support the author. Usually I bought it on the Google Play Store because they sold it there. But I might have to catch up once. I might to buy the rest of it once there's maybe if there's a season 3. Yeah, I kind of sometimes I kind of do a bit of shady things. Like I do purchase it on the EPUB, the web novel on the Google Play Store, and then I download the EPUB version of it, so I can open it on my Moon Reader Plus, and read it through a TTS. It's a text to speech. If you, in case you're not knowing what is this, because it's kind of like easier if I just like lay around and hear the audio instead of reading it and hold it on my hands. It's more convenient that way for me, at least. Why is marked as a Sony Interactive Entertainment? Is it like Sony components here? Bit weird. Okay, Sony Entertainment. All right. The button is a bit mechanically. Yeah, there are several places that you can buy the light novels. Physically, I'm not sure because that one depends on your local distributors. I have severals, but for me, I prefer digital because it's more convenient for me at least because I don't tend to store books on my room. Let's see if I can do a mark. What? See if I can have this one. Uh, Toggle, right stick up, no binding. Portraits. Let's quick load. Yeah, it really feels nice though. I don't, but I think it feel a bit tired if I have to hold it for a long time. Okay, so far seems really nice, although a bit minimal on what it is. The spares analog, you only got one. That's not a pair. But oh well, I have to say so. Should be able to. It's good enough, I guess. At least for my phone. Nicely, you can easily remove. Is the button macro button. Guess I have to install its app. I guess maybe I'll do it a bit later on. Wait, it doesn't work. Maybe I have to hold this. Oh, maybe that one is a PS mode. I just realized it. If you can buy the light novel, please do because it supports the author as well. Now it's the Android mode. Okay, now it's a lot better. Okay, I guess this should be it for now. Just doing a bit videos on this one, just for my own keepsake. And I'm glad you're here, Echo Pop. I hope you are entertained for a while while you're here. And I'm glad someone is here as well, just to like hang around for a while I'm doing this quick unboxings here. It's just not. I'm just doing it for myself, and maybe I'll share it if in case everyone else interested in it. I guess that should be it. Pretty simple. The modes are self-explanatory in here. 3 modes: the Android mode, the the PS mode, the Windows mode. I think is the X input. All right, I think that should be it. So that should be it for this one. So thanks guys for tuning in. I hope if I have more motivation to do more videos or live stream, maybe I'll do it more. Maybe I put myself live more for Mushoku Tensei contents, or maybe more on the any series that I find interesting. And I hope to see you guys again, probably on the April next year, when the Mushoku Tensei Part 2 comes out. So I'll see you guys again. All right. Bye bye. Thanks for tuning in, boys.